What is going on, everyone? Coming at you with some more One Piece gameplay. Today's game is between Crocodile and Doflamingo. I just want to take some time to thank everyone for tuning in, and if you do like the content, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Again, all of your support really helps me and motivates me to make more awesome One Piece content for you guys. Today is a blue-purple Crocodile versus Doflamingo, and this is a pretty fun matchup. Both decks want to do very different things. I think Doflamingo can be a very aggressive deck just because of the fact that it can flood the board, and then of course we all know that Purple Crocodile is a more defensive deck, and we're going to opt to go first with the Crocodile. Doflamingo is going to go ahead and start with the Perona. When you see Perona turn 1, you are a very happy Doflamingo player. So that's not something that you want to see as Crocodile, because you know that they're going to be able to play Teaches off the top. And then we're going to see a Trafalgar Law come down, so that is a very strong start from the Doflamingo player. They have 2 bodies out, and Croc is going to have to swing 6. They're going to block that. Again, it's the same thing as pitching a 2k counter, and then we're going to pass back turn with 2 Dawn up, sorry. Doflamingo is going to go ahead and play the Boa Hancock off the top here, and we're going to pay 1 for a Desert Spada. Or we're going to pay 1 for Desert Spada after playing the Inazuma, so that we get the reveal and then the draw off the Crocodile effect. And then we're going to have another Law being played because they want to protect their Boa, which is completely fair. It's definitely a card that you want to protect. So we're going to swing 6 at the Boa here, and we're going to either force out to a counter or force out the block, which we love to see, and then we're going to pay 3 for Miss All Sunday. And at this point, we still know that a Teach could come down, but if they're paying, 3 Dawn for a Teach, or 3 energy for a Teach here, that's fine. Paying 4, even better. They're going to bounce by Miss All Sunday, and then they don't have enough to activate the leader effect, which is actually great. So they're going to swing 6 with Boa here. We're going to pay 1 for another Desert Spada, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, we're gonna pay 1 for a Desert Spada here. And then we're gonna reveal top 3 again, and we're gonna rearrange, and we're putting them back on top. And we still have 5 cards in hand, so we're not gonna draw off of that. And then I'm gonna take the second life here, and then we're gonna move on to actually playing some cards potentially. Now that we know Teachers come down, we're gonna go ahead and swing 5 at the Boa and see if they counter that out. And they will. And then we're going to play a Ivankov, and we're going to play a Galdino here. And then this is just to get some pressure on the board, as well as develop another blocker. This blocker can't be bounced by Teach, and at this point, I mean, they're going to be at 8. So they could just Doflamingo the Ivankov back to my hand if they wanted to, or bounce the blocker back to my hand. But it doesn't look like they have any bounce cards in their hand that could actually target my board, and I'm okay at this point. They're not going to be able to take too much life off of me, and I have some 2k counters in hand, so it's not too afraid. So we'll take that life there. They're going to pitch the Teach there, and then we're going to see the Doflamingo leader effect to miss, actually, which is a little bit unfortunate, and I'm going to block with the Mr. 3 there. I just don't want to give up any more life at this point. And then we're going to see a Gecko Moria played to grab back a Teach, I believe, and pass me back turn. And now I have a 7k body on board, and I'm on my 9 Dawn turn, so I have some pressure. So we're going to swing 7 at the Boa here, force out 2 cards, and they're not going to protect it, which is great. Clearing bodies is fantastic. We're also going to swing 5 here, and they're gonna block that with a 2k counter. And then I'm just debating on the play here. I think I have a 9-drop Kaido in hand, and the Kaido is pretty strong in this point of game, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to pay 9 for the Kaido, and we're going to pop Moria and swing out leader, and we're going to minus the 5 Dawn for that. So pretty strong curve, honestly, 7 and 9. A bit more aggressive plays than normally would make, but I think in this matchup you have to be a bit more aggressive, and if they can't deal with these big bodies, then they're in a pretty rough spot. And I just know that I have the counters in hand to deal with a big swing at my Kaido, and so if they really wanted to come in a big swing at Kaido, I could protect it fairly easily. And you don't really want to waste your whole turn on the Kaido, because we play things like Gum Gum Rain in my hand. We have lots of 2k counters, so if you're not protecting it, it's fine. But they're going to go ahead and they're going to swing at my life, and we're going to take that, because again, you can't really swing at my bodies here. Swing 5 at life, we're going to counter with an All Sunday, because we know it's just going to get bounced. And then they're going to pay 4 for another Morio to grab back another blocker, and they're going to pay 1 for the blocker. So they're in a pretty strong spot right now. They have a pretty wide board, and no blockers from my side here, but we can start cleaning up a little bit. taking out the Teach with our leader here, 5k at the Teach. And then we're going to go 7k at the Teach here, which they're just going to let go, which is great. And then we're going to go at leader, and then we're going to play a Queen, and we're going to minus a Dawn to draw 2 and trash 1. And now we're feeling pretty good because we have a Dawn active, we got a Queen out, and we have 3 6k plus bodies on board. And we're not really attacking life, we're forcing the Doflamingo player to play off the top of their deck. And you know, we love that. So we're gonna see a big swing at life here from the Gecko Moria, and we're gonna counter out with 2/2ks. Again, we want to make sure that we're in a good spot here. Again, a Doflamingo could come down a 7-drop, but that would be pretty hard to deal with. But there's just not one in the hand right now. We're gonna see a 6k swing at leader. We're gonna pay 1 for Desert Spada, reveal top 3, and then we're going to decide if we want to keep those or not, and we're gonna put them back on top. And we do not draw because we still have 5 cards in hand. And then we'll see a Pacifista played with 2 non-active. So again, the position that we're in is actually starting to improve. We're going to swing 7 at the Gecko Moria here. We want to make sure that we're clearing their board, and they're going to pay 2 for a Love, and they're going to draw 1 off of that. And I'm going to Dawn underneath and swing 6 at the Gecko Moria, and they're going to 2k, and then we're going to go 10 at Moria. Again, we're just trying to clean up the board here as best as we can, and then we're going to pay 5 for a Queen, Dawn -1, draw 2, trash 1. And now with 2 Queens out there, we're feeling pretty good because we have a Dawn active. We have things like Gum Rain that we can play. We're going to see a Perona play to reveal top 5. And that's going to help just kind of cycle the deck for Doflamingo, see if they can find one of their big cards like a Mihawk. I think at this point Mihawk's a bit too late though, because of the board that I have established. Playing it for 9 and then not really doing anything else this turn other than swinging 6 and 5 doesn't feel super duper great. So I'm interested to see what we're going to get here from. So we're swinging 7. We're going to block with Queen and pitch a 2k. Just easier, just 1 card at a hand. And then the thing is like, if they decide to drop a big body here, or if they decide to do a big swing, they're gonna swing 8 again, and they're gonna reveal Boa. We're gonna play Gum Rain, so we're gonna pitch the card first off the Gum Rain, and then we're gonna draw off leader effect, and then that's gonna protect the Queen that he swung at, and then they're gonna play Akuma to protect their Boa. And then again, at this point in time, I'm just forcing my opponent to play off the top of their deck, and I'm forcing cards out of hand. So we're going to swing 7 at the Boa. Boa's gone. We're going to swing 6 at the Pacifista. They've got 1 card in hand. Again, if at any point if they choose to block or counter, then they're just going to lose their entire board. We're swinging 6 at the Pacifista. It's gone. We're going to pay 3 for Missile Sunday, leaving 4 on active for counter cards. Also Sunday dies, we can take some stuff back. And I think at this point I was just debating if I wanted to swing at leader with Kaido, because I don't want to give them any cards in their hand. But we're going to swing 10 at leader because I think we have to start putting some damage in at this point. I know that the only thing that can really drop down at this point in the game is the Mihawk. And so if they drop Mihawk here with 3 life left and only 1 blocker, they're putting themselves in a position where they're having a pretty rough time. So they're going to swing 6 at leader. And I think at this point I was just debating, I'm probably going to get Mihawked. So I'm looking at my life, my trash, and I block with Missile Sunday, and I grab back a Spada. And at that point, they're just going to Mihawk and bottom deck, I think, one of my Queens, which is, I thought, probably Ivankov was a better target, but the blocker they wanted to get rid of, so that makes sense, I guess. I just think Ivankov swinging at 7k is a bit more dangerous every turn. But I mean, Queen is a good bottom deck target too, at least as well. So we're gonna swing 6 at leader with the Blurple Croc. We're gonna swing 7 at leader with the Ivankov. And they're going to opt to block that with their Kuma, and then we're going to swing 10, and then we're going to pay for Missile Sunday and a Law, and then we're going to leave 5 non-active for some counter cards. Again, we want to protect our bodies on board here. We have 2 blockers, so 2 blockers are going to be able to deal with the Dofi and the Mihawk swings. They're going to play a Teach to bounce the Missile Sunday, which is to be expected. But again, if you're using Fordon to use that effect, I'm actually okay with that because I still do have 2 blockers. And that just means that I'm going to block the Mihawk swing with the Trafalgar Law. And then, you know, I'll be able to counter out whatever swing with the Dofi. So we're feeling pretty good. So Mihawk's going to swing 9 at Ivankov, and we're just going to block that. Again, I think it's very free to block the Mihawk swing with the 1-cost blocker, because I know that I can counter out of whatever they want to do with the Doflamingo based on the Dawn I have active and the cards in my hand. I know there's a Love Beam and a Spada in hand at this point, so we're going to swing 5 here, and we'll free block that with Queen. Again, there's no risk of really losing anything with that block. We're going to see a Boa played, and then we're going to leave 1 Dawn active, and with a Dawn or Boa. And so they do have a blocker out, and I do have 3 attacks here. But if I sequence it correctly, I should be able to win the game here. So we're going to swing 7 at leader. They're going to counter out of that. So then we'll swing 7 again, which they'll block and draw a card. And then at this point, it's just 7 at leader. And then load up the Kaido and big swing. And that's game. Purple Crocodile taking it. Until next time, Monty out.